Kyle Mohan Racing, and we're going to do a little engine talk, tech talk about another unique motor I happen to have pass through the KMR workshop. And this is actually one of the old Mazdatrix SCCA E Production race motors, and it's based off the 1989 to 1991 6-port motor. In the end, on the engine dyno at Mazdatrix, we were seeing numbers ranging from 265 all the way up to close to 290 flywheel horsepower. It really depended on how extreme the porting went and how extreme the build went and how far we wanted to stretch the RPMs. When it really came to racing and reliability, I think we ended up capping these motors at about 10,000 RPM and somewhere close to a 280 flywheel horsepower. They were really fun motors, racing beat, lightweight rotors, very large intake porting and exhaust porting, and unfortunately I wasn't able to video this motor because some of that porting still is proprietary to the Mazdatrix workshop. But I can say that the exhaust and intake is excessively large, has very specific port timing, and I'll flash a couple pictures in here. The shape and the way the timing is ported in relative to intake and exhaust, because that significantly changes your RPM band. And to be competitive, where Mazdatrix wanted to be competitive with their SCCA E Production cars, we were able to set some of the fastest trap speeds, capture a national title here in our division on the West Coast, and in multiple attempts at the SCCA runoffs, we were running in the top 3 positions multiple times, but unfortunately, due to collisions, accidents that the car got tangled up with, and in some cases even just some errors that were had, we were never able to get that win. But I really thought these SCCA motors were cool. The last time I had one of these apart was probably sometime in 2008. This one had an oil pump that I had engraved back when we were working at Mazdatrix, 2006. So when people say that rotary motors can't last, well, this one has lasted many, many years, and it's been a very good running engine. In the end, we had to pull it apart due to a misshift in a recent competition, and we lapped our end plates, cleaned up the rotors, new apex seals, new gaskets, new side seals, going back together, and we're going to have it on the Mazdatrix engine dyno soon. Some other neat things to think about on this motor. This is actually an 86 center plate. We liked the material that is in this plate a little more. We were able to do a little more aggressive porting in the areas we needed to with this plate compared to the 89 fronts and rears. It's got a 12A front cover now, Racing Bead oil pan baffle plate, and GSLSE oil pan, because it is no longer in our 2nd gen E Production car. It's in our 1st generation E Production car that Mazdatrix used to run in Pro 7 and some other classes. And so we're basically dropping this motor back in. Regarding the oil system, it's still wet sump. It does have a high pressure regulator. We did shim the front cover. The bearings are three window Racing Beat front and rear that were polished. Mazda Speed polished race rotor bearings. Balanced assembly by Mazdatrix. 1.5 thou on the tolerance to the side seals. And is just built very tight and with a little bit of polishing on those bearings for that high RPM. And also the rotor lightening to help free up that high RPM as well. Oh, side cutting as well. Think that covers most of it. Underdriven front pulley. Obviously, we're not running the metering pump system. It's a pre-mixed motor. If anybody has questions about this cool configuration, feel free to ask. A lot of things are capped off, sealed up. Obviously, we didn't need any of that for the race car. We just try to keep things lightweight, easy to work on, streamlined, repeatable, and fast. KMR Mazdatrix. Little engine tech talk. 1989 13B, street port, horsepower. That's how you do it.